beautiful items that were made for us this morning, as well as this beautiful drink as well. So we're going to kind of talk to a little bit behind the scenes stuff now. We've gone into what's in all of these, what's on the menu, different things like that. One thing that I think is really cool, we just talked about some how you guys shop locally to get some of your ingredients for your food. Talk to me about that.
We try to. We love doing local stuff. Like being part of the local community, and that's a big thing. Trying to being downtown. How do we get involved in our local community? And one of the things we do is we have our ragu shepherd's pie that is from Denison Farm, which is just outside of Stonewall. So it's locally raised cows that are, I guess, processed here, and then that's what we do. There's local farms. Anytime we get an opportunity to use local peppers and like our chili sauce that we have anything that we could do locally. We're we want to bring in any local flavors, any local vendors, or anybody that wants to kind of have an idea, I want to try something, I'm open to it, and we do that.
Yeah, so that's very cool. I think that that's such a good thing too when we have a locally owned business in the area, also kind of giving back into the local space here. I have something, no worries, it's okay. I have something fun that I want to do with you guys here now. So obviously you're the chef, you kind of make the drinks here, but I want to flip this for a second. I want you to tell me what your favorite thing that Miss Jasmine, that you've tried, that Miss Jasmine has made, and then vice versa, that Zach has made that you have enjoyed whenever we get there. So what has Miss Jasmine made that you have tried and it just knocked you off your feet? You were like, yes, this is my favorite thing so far.
So if we're being simple, the pork chop was the number one thing that blew me away.
This thing right here.
The sweet tea marinade alone, the jalapeno chimichurri on it, it blew away every other pork chop that I've had. The sear on it, the cooking, like I said, the marinade really brings out all the flavor that I was looking for with it.
Wow. Yeah, very good descriptive thing. Let's see if you can describe his drink as well. Yeah. So
for me, it has to be, let's see, the Savage Breeze. I think it makes me feel like I'm outside in the summertime.
Yeah.
With the wind blowing, the flavors. I know, but seriously, it's really good. Every drink they've made for me has been top notch. So come in and try them.
Very cool. And again, talk to us again about obviously this year we're going to win the Prize Fest. We're going to bring that home. Talk to me about how much time you spend just practicing new things, making sure that everything is pristine and perfect.
Usually when I'm back there during our free time, if we're not too busy, I just play around. I like playing around with recipes. I like doing research. Just basically staying on top of my skills so that I'm forever evolving and not staying in one place. I like to incorporate new techniques and new flavors and new things just to keep myself relevant and to keep my food good. So
absolutely, I think that's really good. Now, kind of going back into the drink world, I know that I mean, I have to kind of infer almost that beer is probably a really, really popular thing, especially here in Shreveport. But what would you say when people come in here, they want to order something other than like just a regular beer? What would they come in and they order?
So a lot of our clientele, they're looking for our local selection, which we push out heavily. I love supporting heavily, keeping my draft taps as local as possible. Supporting our local breweries, supporting the community itself as we get our food sourced from. I love to get our alcohol sourced from. And with our local beer, like I said, our craft cocktails, trying to push out as much as our flavoring as possible, bringing that Shreveport, that New Orleans vibe, even that East Texas vibe. Just trying to get those flavors out, those combinations that you don't really get just anywhere else.
Yeah, and there's so many different combinations. I almost want to think that there are so many things and so many different type of recipes and things that you could make. You probably haven't even made all of them just yet for people that have the option, which is so very unique and so cool just because you guys have so many different bottles, so many different things that you guys can kind of make off of.
Like even earlier when he mentioned our the martini, the espresso martini, the coffee is locally made, and we actually just called a lady and she hand delivers. It's a special reserve coffee that we put in it. So we try to get the local people involved in what we create on a regular basis.
Also, not even just like local food. I mean, the local musicians and everything too. How did that idea come up? Because one, obviously there are tons of places that have like music come in, but not as regular as a, what did you say, like 5 days a week? You
Yeah,
guys
4 or
have
5
people?
days a week. So, before they used to have a little small stage. Well, when we turned it into a restaurant and we created a bigger stage, it gave a lot of opportunities for young kids, families to come in here and enjoy what this place is, especially with the live entertainment.
Mhm.
You don't get that often. And we've had very successful with people and kids that have ended up creating new bands out of it
Yeah.
because they've got to come in here and just play. And you'd be surprised how many young, talented kids are out there that don't get the opportunities or don't get the stage to perform in because everywhere music is played, you have to be 21 or over.
Yeah.
So I think one of the things of us being a restaurant and given that, I'm very proud of that, being able to do that. And we've seen a lot of talented kids come in here. And you could, we have a Sunday Jim's Jam every third Sunday, but right now we're taking a break from that. But we'll kick it back off in the summer.
Mhm.
Thursday, the Blues Jam. You can still have kids come in. Dirty Red's very easy going, so he'll let people get on the stage with them. And we've
Mhm.
had multiple kids get on it and perform with them. So it is very cool vibe. You can't find it anywhere in Shreveport Bossier
Yeah.
when you walk in here on a Thursday night. So
That is very cool. One thing that, if you guys are watching this, the moment we end this live stream, I want you guys to remember this name. It was a Miss Kylie Smalls. You remember her? We came in here,
Yep.
and that was the first time I realized how much talent that you guys bring in here, because she was just getting out of high school, and she was a phenomenal country just singer, right?
Absolutely.
And that was kind of her being able to come on and just practice on the stage, get some of the nerves out, practice some of her new material. That it's that type of thing that helps push these kids to want to be better, and it's so awesome to have that in our
Absolutely.
area.
She went on to Nashville, and then when she came back for Thanksgiving break, we had her actually play here back to back week. And I mean, telling you, people love her. She packed the house. So absolutely, Kylie Smalls. If you don't know her, please look her up.
Yeah.
She is very talented.
Yeah, and you can listen to some of her songs on KTPS. There you go. It's we did a little thing with her, a little live stream, just like you're watching right now. And you guys, right after this one, can go check that one out, of course. But as we're kind of wrapping things up here, I think that we're gonna go back to you, Zach, and we're gonna, because you're such an amazing talker, especially about this aviator drink that we have here in front of us. You told me earlier that like the spring type of drinks were your favorite. What goes into making a drink taste like the spring?
So like I said, it's really bringing out that flower, those juniper notes, those herbs that you're tasting in, hints of sage, hints of rosemary, your hints of even mint, lime, just anything crisp that goes over smoothly, goes down the pipeline easy, and leaves a good note on the back end, not only in the taste, but on the scent as well. You want your nose to bring as much flavor as your mouth does, and you want it to settle as easily as you want to enjoy it as well.
Absolutely. Have we missed anything? Is there anything we need to go back into? I feel like we've touched on a lot. We've gone over the vibe, the downtown. What about some social medias you guys can shout out to?
Well, I mean, also one thing we miss is we provide free valets on Friday, Saturday. So always people are talking about downtown, the parking and the area. I'm telling you, this is the safest area you could be, and we provide free valet, so you don't even have to walk a block. You can just pull up to the door and hop right in and enjoy your meal, and then we'll get you back on the road.
That's very cool. And that's one thing I didn't even, you're so right. I remember the first time my mom and I actually came, it was on a Saturday, and she parked the car like right here, and I was like, what's going on? I was like, what are we doing? She was like, Taylor, it's free valet. And I was like, wow, I don't know what we're about to go into. This is pretty cool though. And so, there's so much. What about social medias? How can people find you? Where can people go? That different type of thing.
So our social media on Facebook, the Noble Savage of Shreveport. We have Instagram also. We're working on creating a TikTok page. So, and then our website. If you want to order, you could order through our website, the noblesavageshreveport.com. And then always call us. We could always you could call anytime and place an order through the phone too. And we use DoorDash for delivery. So We're working on local delivery. We have the pedicabs that we're trying to use as downtown to deliver food. So we're working on that. That might be something we really focus on this summer, the pedicabs, and being able to just deliver food using pedicabs, or even if you need a ride and we could just pick you up from your office and bring you over here in a pedicab.
Very cool.
So the Nobel pedicab, we're working on that this summer, having more drivers out there on the road.
Very cool. Trying to change downtown Shreveport, making that food scene, obviously, really putting their footprint on that, which is so cool. Guys, thank you so much for joining our KTBS Plus live stream. Like I said, go check out anything on our website, and of course, have a happy and healthy rest of your day.